So I had two main problems with the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view this year. First of all, there were 3 women's singles matches. The Raw lasses got Hell in a Cell, the SmackDown lasses get fisted. Every time. Why didn't they get a chamber match? There were 6 of them on the card, could have easily put them all in a chamber match at the beginning of the show. I'm guessing Hell in a Cell only happened because it was National Woman Month or whatever it was in America, and that just fell flat on its face. Let's just see what happens, because I think the WWE are celebrating something else this month, and we'll see where it goes. And just the main thing that spoiled the pay-per-view, I mentioned this way back in my first issue of putting it bluntly, David fucking Otunga. What an absolute waste of time, space and energy. It's got to the point now where the other commentary lads just speak over him when he starts sounding stupid, which is just whenever he opens his fucking mouth. Just what a prick. It's like you've been given this fantastic meal and he just happens to be the pube in every forkful. You want to enjoy it, but you can't because it's just there. Why is he there? God knows. Just get rid. Replace him with Tom Phillips and be done with it, since Phillips is, like, good at his fucking job. We start the show with Becky Lynch getting an upset win over Mickie James after she rolls her up. Although it was a good match, the crowd weren't really behind it, everyone was just a bit quiet. I think it's because we have such a short build for this and there's not really a massive feud between the two, and Lynch just needed to get past James in order to get back in the title picture, or at least just back on Alexa Bliss's heels. Next we go to a private box in the arena where Carmella and James Ellsworth are watching the show. This happens 3 times throughout the night. I'm only going to touch on it once because they do the exact same thing thrice and it was a bit shit to be fair. Carmella's asked a question, she answers, Ellsworth agrees, and then they both look bored. That was it, times 3. And then the WWE rape Candy Crush and gloat about it. Nice one. Next up we've got a 2-on-1 handicap match between Evil Ziggler and Kalisto and the smiley black dude. Ziggler jumps Kalisto at the beginning, so it's just a 1-on-1 match. And then Kalisto staggers back. They team up and beat him. Well done lads, 2-on-1 victory. Don't really know why he's so proud and why we should be cheering, but Ziggler isn't happy with the result and he jumps both of them with a chair after the match and just batters the piss out of them once again. So I'm guessing we're getting more of this fantastic feud now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like evil heel Ziggler, just not the rest of the setup. No, this is SmackDown, not Raw. Why on earth would Raw, the flagship show, need pissy little SmackDown Live to promote it? And then just The Rock's everywhere as always. He won Entertainer of the Year for the NAACP 2017 awards. So well done to him I suppose. I enjoyed the majority of the tag team turmoil match. Slater and Rhino, Breezango, the Vaudevillains, the Usos, even the Ascension were all entertaining to watch. But the Steiner's Vaginas ended up retaining and they just bought the piss out of me. I'm so, yeah, they've got promise, they've got a lot of potential, but they lack a lot of things as well. And you don't need to stick a rocket on everybody that shows the slightest bit of promise. I think the time would have been much better spent down in NXT, honing the craft. Divas, divas, blah blah blah, divas, divas, blah blah blah, divas, divas, blah blah blah, please shut up. Divas, divas, blah blah blah, divas, divas, blah blah blah, divas, divas, blah blah blah, please fuck off. This next match was a little strange one, Randy Orton and Luke Harper. The crowd were interested, but they were very quiet, myself included. It's impressive action and they told a good story, but there was little investment in the beginning, especially in the heel-face dynamic. Orton just gets cheered by the ladies and the kids and that lot, but Harper's meant to be the protagonist in this, and he's not been a face that long. Like a couple of weeks, so people don't really want to get behind him when Orton's there to cheer and look out for an RKO from nowhere. By the end of the match he'd won the crowd over though, and everyone was invested then. Harper went for his discus clothesline and Orton blocked it, sent him spinning down the other way, and then hit him with an RKO. I think he should have just ducked it, that would have looked a lot more smoother. A win doesn't really do much for Orton in my opinion, because Harper's not really been this feared sort of being, it's not a milestone or any kind of accomplishment for Orton. It's not like someone just beating Braun Strowman over on Raw, where that would sort of like elevate someone a little bit more heading into WrestleMania, so... It's a great match and Harper's definitely the star of the pay-per-view. He's the best big man on the roster. You'd think of Big Kaz, Strowman, they couldn't outperform him, he's just so versatile, he's impressive. Good show. Just in case enduring the singles match not so long ago wasn't enough, Fake Tits Bella and Natalya are back on fucking screen bickering again. Why are they trying to distance themselves from the Divas titles so fucking hard, yet just cling on to it so much as well? It just baffles my tiny mind. Here is your winner and new SmackDown Women's Champion, Black History Month. What? Say what? Really? They give it to, but I thought they'd give... Oh right. Okay, sorry, no, it was Naomi. Naomi won. And the crowd were telling her that she deserved it, which I would completely agree with if it hadn't have been the aforementioned special month. I've said time after time that she's a great worker, she's getting better and better, and in 10 years' time she's going to be fucking amazing, I think, if she continues to progress at the same rate she's doing now. Fair enough, they could turn her into a heel and chuck her with the Usos, they need to drop the Funkadactyls Mark II gimmick, but I've sung her praises for a long time now, and I'm glad that she's got the belt, just a shame it's not under better circumstances. Both lasses did put on a great show though, and they would have worked very well in a chamber, like I mentioned before, if they'd booked one. But fuck SmackDown. And finally, we're on to the Elimination Chamber match now. AJ and Cena start things off, seeing as the crowd are still really hungry for them, obviously. One of the first things I noticed about the new chamber is the nice little padded area on the outside of the ring, between the ropes and the cage. It looks a lot nicer to land on, so that's a bonus for them I suppose. Those pods look easier to stand on top of, and no one's going to bang the head like RVD did that time, and then not get the distance that he wished for. The match itself was highly entertaining and well worth a watch, with lots of high spots and nasty shots. Everyone played the part really well. Corbin didn't look too weak getting rolled up by Ambrose after being distracted. The Miz was as sneaky as ever. AJ was flying all over the spot. Cena just showing how much of a beast he is. Ambrose jumping off of everything too and getting thrown into everything. And then Bray Wyatt was on form as well. I assumed that Bray reached his peak when he pinned Cena after hitting the Sister Abigail, so I just assumed that AJ was going to get the next pinfall and win the match. So I was pleasantly surprised when Bray hit another Sister Abigail, this time on AJ, and won the WWE Championship, which I wasn't overly expecting, so good stuff. So yeah, really enjoyed the match, really enjoyed the show. I like the fact that Bray's won the belt, but I don't really know what to think of him versus Orton at Mania. I'm hoping on SmackDown either Daniel Bryan or Shane McMahon gets involved and maybe makes it a triple threat or a fatal four-way with other people. I suppose Cena deserved the rematch. But we can't really have either the finger poke of doom sort of scenario or something similar. That wouldn't go down well. And I'm not really interested in seeing Wyatt and Orton renew their rivalry, to be fair. I'm enjoying them being on the same page for a change. I was interested to see where it was going, and how they could build the Wyatt family into something, scary, menacing, and something that's going to eat away at the WWE, not just 2, 3, 4 people in a little group. That do manage to deliver some great promos and beat a lot of people up, but on the grand scheme of things within the WWE, they just don't really have much of an impact, and that's hopefully going to change now. That's enough out of me for the time being. If you'd like to ask me questions or leave me abuse, I can be found on Twitter @BluntDamage. If you'd like to leave a comment with the video, you can follow the link in the description to the Botchamania site and do so there. And while you're on the Botchamania site, you can check out 10 quality years of Botchamania, obviously, the entire backlog of my Raw rant all the way back to my written pieces, Vinny's midweek wrestling write-ups, and a shit ton more great stuff to keep you busy on the site. Also, if you like my theme music, the band are The Colour Fire, they can be found at www.thecolourfire.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.